very welcome to the Build It TV X McDonald's weight loss program. We call this the double cheeseburger diet. I lost 150 pounds with these 3 simple meals. 2 double cheeseburgers for breakfast, 3 for lunch, and an extra value meal for dinner. Sign up now for just $125 a month. Okay guys, I lied. This isn't actually my old t-shirt. This is what we're going to use for the interior of the new 180. So Chris at Triple B Clothing, who makes my merch stuff, there's a link down below for him and for any of this. I asked him to make up something for me which is a repeater pattern of the Build It TV logo that we use in the top corner. There? One of the two. Anyway, the reason for it on both sides is because I want to use this for the trim material in the 180SX. We're going to use this for the door cards, we're going to use this for the glove box, and we're going to use this for the gear gator bit as well. If we've got any left over, we might find some other use for it. But so first thing to do is to clean up the old door cards, strip them down, and get the fabric off so we know as a template what size we need. So these are the ones that came with the car. As you can see, they're in pretty bad condition. We've got a big split up here, a lot of stuff coming off here, and the speaker covers are pretty rusty. These ones are in a better condition, but there is still a bit of the splitting up, still a bit of the splitting of the top here, but I think we can do something with that. So we'll probably clean these up, see what our starting point is, and use those. Man, the amount of dirt that came off just the plastic bit. I haven't even touched the fabric because we're going to replace that, but the plastic on this was nasty. So give it a cleaner, let's clean that right up. So let's pop this out. Let's get the fabric off and we'll start making a template. So I think looking at the way it's trimmed and on the side of it, so this has got like a plasticky feel underneath. We don't worry about that, we can just glue straight to the door card. But given the shape of it, I think this side is going to be the best way to go, so we can actually sort of get a nice straight finish and not intrude too much into this seam here. Build it from here and there, nicely on the top of the door, and then we'll have these ones tucked in around the rest of it. So I'm going to mark that out and cut that out, and then we'll see how it looks. Okay, so we've got the pattern cut out and is sat in place. So obviously the material's got a bit of stretch to it, so that will give us our contour properly. But the next thing to do is definitely to mask up the whole door card, because we don't want to get glue on everything around here. So we're going to mask all the way around the edge of this, and then we're going to spray glue the middle, and then we're going to lay this down. Now what I might have to do is use something a bit tougher on the edges, so when it tucks into the gaps here, it stays in place, but we'll have a look and see how it works first. Okay, so with those chilling down there and drying out, I'm going to start on the glove box, and it looks like to me that it's got like a cover piece. So these screws here, which are all really rusty, should then sort of release this fabric trim off the front. So yeah, wish me luck. Well, that came apart easy, is what I would be saying if every single one of those screws wasn't rusted to hell. So it's nothing a decent drill bit wouldn't sort out, so we managed to drill through most of them and get the two things apart, but I need to find somewhere that sells new ones of these. So same as the door cards, we're going to strip this off and cover it in our own material. The good thing is, because it has this overlap on the back here, we could just have loads of extra and cut it down to size as we need it. So we've got fabric cut out, and we've got the cover stripped down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this with a load of glue. I'm going to spray this on the other side, obviously, but only the middle area, so the bit that's going to make the most contact on there. The reason for that is otherwise the ends tend to curl up, as I found out with the door cards. The ends curl up and they start to glue to themselves. So I'm going to spray the middle area, coat, cover all that, and then flip this over, spray all around the edges here, and then do the sort of wrapping and tucking from there. So first bit of spray is this bit. After a good bit of trimming, we've now got our finished product on there. So we've cut out the bit for the flap to go through. All this glue stuff should come off nicely when it's once it's dried. We've tucked around the edges, and we've got a nice, fairly even Build It logos on there as well. So happy with that so far. Okay, so the interior is now all trimmed, and it looks amazing. I mean, wow, like night and day difference from the old stuff. We've got some old cards here, which is exactly what these used to look like against what they look like now. So what I didn't show you was the trimming of the gear gator. It's actually my partner that did that, and she did an amazing job on it. It is absolutely cracking. I mean, it looked like this before. And then we cut up some bits into the right shape, and she sewed it all together, and yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I'm excited to get this back in. A couple of things I need to do before that. One is to flip them over and have a look at any clips that are missing. So you can see we're missing one here, and I think that one needs straightening out, bits like that, so we can take anything off that we need. So I've also bought up my box of spare 180SX door parts. So there's literally everything in there: wing mirrors, all the mechanism and stuff like that, and the door handles and bits. But the main bit we're interested in are these buttons on there, so I'll be fishing out the best ones of those and fitting them up to them as well. Anyone after the S13 door trim hookup? I got you. This is the weirdest of flexes. So we took these home and did the paintwork on them. As you can see, it's come out really, really good. This is Porsche Miami Blue with a glitter back to it. So the car is going to go Porsche Miami Blue. There's a spoiler for the colour video. But what we've done is cleaned up all of the trims on the bride's seats and replaced anything that needs replacing, and then painted the backs with the covers off. And so let's wipe these in the car and see how they look, because I think they're going to absolutely transform the interior. So I've just whacked a bit of tape on both sides to stop it getting scratched, because we are going to take this in and out of the car a couple of times more yet when we do the headlining and stuff. So that'll just help keep it protected. Well, to say I'm chuffed with the interior is an absolute understatement. I think it looks absolutely brilliant. Obviously it's just in here at the moment enough to be able to get these shots. Everything will have to come out for wiring, and a lot of this will come off for painting as well when we eventually paint the car. I'm doing some bits on the body kit at the moment, so I won't show you the outside of the car, but as I say, these seats, the door cards, the glove box and the gear gator, I just wish we had a gearbox in there so we could put a gear knob on it, is looking really, really good. One thing I stumbled on was this cowling here. It looks like this is an S13 cowling. It looks very similar to the one I have on my other 180, but I think maybe the steering column is actually maybe an S14 one or something like that, because it just seems like everything is out when it comes to the adjustment on there. It doesn't fit nicely into here, into this bit where it tucks in. So I might do a bit of investigation into that, but other than that, everything's looking pretty good. So yeah, amazing. Just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's watching, especially if you made it this far into the video. I really do appreciate every view that we get, and especially every like and subscribe that we get as well. So please do hit those buttons. Please do hit those buttons before the video ends. In fact, stop, just do it now. You're helping support the channel. Also, you'll get up to date with anything new that we do. So if you're into your 180SXs, if you're into your R34s, and I've just bought a new car as well, so if you're into even older Nissans, then this is the thing for you. So hit the subscribe and keep watching. We've also got a load of features coming up soon as well on some pretty crazy cars with engine swaps and bits like that, so I'm really looking forward to that. Right, I'll see you guys next time. Catch you later.
Yeah. Raising the Tobagos, we growing like fresh tomatoes. Them boys on fire, too fuego. We pass it brown, hot potato. Everything is nuevo. I'm with my sweetie like Quavo. Need my cheese, need that queso. Need my bread, need that bankroll. Wake up, yes Lord, I'm thankful. Another day on my schedule. Steady block.